Cousin forcefully drugged the woman, intending to sell her at a high price. They then swaggered off. The woman immediately stabbed her leg with a hairpin to stay awake, and with her last bit of consciousness, jumped out the window. To escape, she hurriedly fled into an inn. However, upon seeing the bathing pool, she immediately jumped in hoping to restore her senses. Unbeknownst to her, the drunken prince of Jiannan was bathing there. The woman, realizing it was the ruthless prince of Jiannan, immediately claimed to be blind and to have accidentally intruded because she couldn't see. At this point, the drug's effects were at their peak, and she took the prince as an antidote. When the prince awoke, the woman had long disappeared. He then ordered his subordinates to find the woman. The prince of Jiannan was the emperor's brother and the only royal in the dynasty. Once targeted by him, it was difficult to escape. At this time, his subordina, Tez, found the woman from that night. They said she was the legitimate daughter of a general's manor, and with her parents deceased, only the orphaned daughter and the general's manor remained. To save her life, the woman pretended to be blind. Her cousin wanted to occupy the general's manor and planned to sell her as a concubine. Because of this, the woman had run away and by chance encountered the prince of Jiannan. Not long after, the woman became pregnant, but her body was weak and she miscarried. Fearing it would be difficult to conceive again, the woman then planned to keep the child. Unexpectedly, the next second, an ugly man, holding the woman's intimate undergarment, declared it was left behind from his tryst with the legitimate daughter of the general's manor. No one believed it. At this time, the cousin and second uncle arrived at the general's manor without distinguishing right from wrong. At the woman, her cousin let the man marry her into the family. The maid protecting her mistress was forcibly dragged away. In the critical moment, the woman claimed to be carrying the prince of Jiannan's child. However, the cousin claimed that the blind man, who never left his home, couldn't possibly know the all-powerful prince of Jiannan. The woman resisted and stabbed the man's arm with a hairpin. This enraged the scoundrel, and he turned around and choked the woman's neck. The prince of Jiannan suddenly appeared, and the man immediately let go. With a swift movement of the prince's hand, the man was executed. The cousin and second uncle knelt on the ground and begged for mercy. The prince turned around and blamed her for taking advantage of him and running away, making him search for a long time. The woman knew the prince was ruthless and hurriedly explained that night was an accident and claimed she already had his flesh and blood. The prince then moved the knife to the woman's belly, saying he just wanted to cut open her stomach and take a look. The woman had not expected the prince to disregard the child's life and scared sat on the ground. The prince lifted the veil and saw that she was indeed blind, yet still had no mercy and insisted on harming the woman.